back to my channel. I have my lovely boyfriend here with me again today.
Hi.
Thank you for joining us again.
Oh, no problem at all.
So today we're going to be taking the Myers Briggs test. You've probably taken it before, you've heard of it at least. It's the 16 personalities thing. There is a whole website that you can go on to take the quiz, and we're going to take it at the same time. I've taken the test before. I know you have, but you probably don't remember.
Probably a while ago. I think my sister wrote down what I got, and I certainly didn't.
Yeah. So I think you were like ENFJ or ENFP, because we were like really similar. Because I'm INFJ, but I've also received INFP before. It's like those are the two that I tend to get. So this is going to be interesting. You enjoy vibrant social events with lots of people.
Kinda?
Yeah, I feel like I'm kind of in the middle on this one.
Define lots of people.
I mean lots of people.
Like, more than 10?
Yeah, like at least 10.
I'm gonna go with a weak disagree.
Yeah, I kind of feel like that too.
Yeah.
Okay, your travel plans are more likely to look like a rough list of ideas than a detailed itinerary.
Absolutely.
Absolutely not. I'm like the strongest disagree. I plan everything.
No, I don't do that.
I know you don't.
You often think about what you should have said in a conversation long after it's taken place. I don't make mistakes.
How do you not question yourself? I think I still think about stuff from like middle school.
Very rarely will I think about an interaction again, but that's only... Like, I usually I feel like I handled situations pretty well.
Okay, I guess like conversations don't usually haunt me for that long, but you know what does haunt me? Like things I've done. Like in my middle school play.
Well, I'm gonna stop you right there because anything that you've done in middle school is like fair game to regret later, and that's not what that question's asking about.
I do. Okay, now I'll do like medium agree.
I'm doing medium disagree.
Okay. If your friend is sad about something, your first instinct is to support them emotionally, not try to solve their problem. Strong
disagree.
That's your engineer brain.
Best way to help somebody with their problems is to eliminate their problems.
No. I actually, you know what, I will say this. I give you a hard time about it a lot. I think I also kind of tend to want to solve people's problems, but I also don't always know how to. And I think I try to be cognizant of the fact that like...
Well, most people know how to solve their own problems. They just don't do it. So...
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna like very lightly disagree.
I'm gonna strongly disagree. People can rarely upset you. Define upset.
I mean, I think we both get upset just in different ways.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the strong
You get
disagree.
angry and I get very sad. Very emo. You often rely on other people to be the ones to start a conversation and keep it going.
Disagree. Or...
Yeah, you don't.
Yeah, disagree.
You are very...
I was making sure I didn't misread the question.
I feel like I'm gonna lightly disagree.
I'm gonna medium disagree. Because sometimes I get fed up that the other person's not interacting enough.
Yeah.
So then I stop.
Yeah, because if no one's putting in effort. I feel like I'm the person that I'm like, if you want to start, you can, but if I have to, I will. And once I'm into the conversation, I'm pretty good at like keeping up with it. You rarely worry if you made a good impression on someone you met.
Hard agree.
Hard disagree. I medium disagree. It depends on the person. There's some people I couldn't care less.
People like you make good impressions. Shouldn't worry about it as much.
Aww. That was really sweet.
It would be a challenge for you to spend the whole weekend all by yourself without getting bored. Easy money. I could spend every weekend alone and not be bored.
Yeah. Well, especially with video games.
I mean, yeah. I guess it depends what they mean by alone, but usually that just means without another person like in the room with you.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with a full disagree.
Yeah, me too. You're more of a detail-oriented than a big-picture person. This is a strong agree for me.
Strong disagree.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna say that. I get caught up in the details, and you definitely are not.
As long as it works the way you want it to work, who cares what the details are? You're very affectionate with people you care about. Total agree.
Yeah, strong agree.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You have a careful and methodical approach to life.
This one's really hard for me,
Yeah, you're not careful.
but I'm very methodical. It's like I know exactly what I'm doing the whole time I'm crashing through things. Nothing
Yeah.
careful about it, but very methodical.
I feel like I'm very careful, but I'm like weird because I'm very careful and I like really like to plan stuff, but then also I like get impulsive a lot.
Yeah, like I have a reason for 95% of the things I do. I'm just not careful about them.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with the neutral.
I don't know. Do you think I should do medium or like small agree?
Do a light agree.
Light
Small agree.
Small agree, okay.
So-
At parties and similar events, you can mostly be found farther away from the action.
Agree.
Yeah, I feel like at a party for sure. I don't.
Yeah, no, I'm usually just with the person I came with, and then the rest of it can
Wink, wink.
not for me. All right. You can stay calm under a lot of pressure. Hard agree. It guess depending on your definition of calm, like functionally calm, yeah, hard agree.
Do I get stuff done? Yes. Like I can work well under pressure. I don't know if I'm calm during that. I'm usually really stressed out, but like I get it done. So
All right, let's look at the question this way. Do you panic ever? Yes or no?
do I panic? But like it doesn't stop me from doing stuff.
Well, like do you panic and then end your panic and then get back to it, or do you panic while doing
I'm
it?
panicking while doing it.
Then I would give that one a medium. I can stay calm under pressure.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you. When in a group of people you do not know, you have no problem jumping right into their conversation. I'm gonna say pretty strong agree just because I'm nosy and I will listen to people's conversations and jump into them. And people probably hate me for that, but I do it. I'm gonna be like, oh, I'm sorry, but I couldn't help over it.
I don't do that usually, but not because I am worried about intruding, but just because I don't fucking care.
I'm so nosy.
I'm gonna give a soft agree just because I would rather leave them alone because I would want them to leave me alone.
Yeah, I get this shade, I get it.
When you sleep, your dreams tend to be bizarre and fantastical.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
for
gonna go.
sure.
Yeah. When at a social event, you rarely try to introduce yourself to new people and mostly talk to the ones you already know.
I feel like that's pretty strong for me as well. I don't know, like if I know other people in the social event, like I'm gonna go talk to those
I'm
people.
gonna go soft disagree
Oh.
because I think people like me,
Yes.
and even though I like to be left alone, a little bit of interaction is okay.
Yeah. I just like if I think about it, I'm like I usually don't. Like if I have the option to either talk to someone new or like just go say hi to people that I'm already comfortable with or no, like I'm gonna do that.
All right. You would never let yourself cry in front of others.
I wish I could say disagree to this. I don't want to, but I mean I have too much history of crying in front of people, so
I'm gonna go with medium agree because on occasions I will, like at a funeral or the Grand Canyon or something. You guys can see me cry.
they're gonna come see you cry at the Grand Canyon.
You usually prefer to get your revenge rather than forgive. Ooh, this is a hard one.
Yeah. I feel like in my heart of hearts, like I kind of want to always get revenge, but I just like don't know how, or like I just couldn't actually. Like in my mind, I'm like, ooh yeah, I want to be that person. But rarely do I get the chance, and then sometimes it's just better to forgive.
Yeah, and then I guess it really depends because I don't know about forgive, but maybe let go because those are not the same thing at all.
I also feel like recently, like I'm kind of trying to get into the whole forgiveness thing, because that's like what Jesus said.
Yeah, forgiveness is pretty important. Forgiveness is cool, kids. Forgiveness is cool, kids. I'm gonna go with neutral because Sometimes that revenge.
I'm just gonna like lightly disagree. You often make decisions on a whim.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. I'm gonna go with soft
agree?
disagree. You should go strong agree, yeah.
Dang.
You always know exactly what you want.
No.
I'm gonna go with medium agree.
Oh. Spicy.
Sometimes I have to think about things.
You tend to focus on present realities rather than future possibilities. I think no.
I'm gonna go with
I think about the future all the time.
full
All
agree.
I do is think about the future.
That must be why you have anxiety.
That's past, present, and future, baby.
Your mood can change very quickly. What do you think? For me?
Oh, for you? That's hard. Like, kinda yes, but I feel like you're pretty good at, like, mostly holding it together. That, like, it's not, like, sudden.
Yeah, no, I don't think I just get mad or something very suddenly.
Yeah.
I think it's usually very clear what has set me off.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna go with medium disagree.
I'm going with medium agree. I feel like
Gotta clean it up, Michaela. Pull it together.
I know.
You often talk about your own feelings and emotions.
Strong agree.
I'm gonna go with medium disagree.
Yeah, you don't talk about them as much. You have got detailed education or career development plans stretching several years into the future. Strong agree.
Define detailed.
It's like for me, like I know I'm gonna go to medical school and then I'm gonna go to residency and then I'm gonna do that and then I'm gonna hopefully become an oncologist, hematologist.
Yeah, mine is more of a...
Like that's like 10 years down the line.
Yeah, mine's more of a vague structure than that, so I'm gonna go soft agree.
Okay.
Your personal work style is closer to spontaneous bursts of energy than to organizing consistent efforts.
This is why I feel like you're a bad influence on me because I feel like I used to be the other one and now I'm like burst of energy.
But you're so much happier now, huh? Full agree.
I just light agree. Your emotions control you more than you control them.
I think that's gonna be a hard agree and a hard disagree.
Okay. You rarely feel insecure. That's a hard disagree.
Hard agree.
Hey.
I got INTPA.
I got INFJT. Okay. So that means I am... Where's the thing where it tells you? Oh, advocate. I'm the advocate. What are you?
Logician.
Yeah, that is you.
Like a magician, but for logic.
The logic? Oh, yeah. Oh,
Well, ain't that swell?
there we go. I wonder... I mean, mine matches up with how mine was. I've been INFJT the past couple of times I've taken it. I used to get INFP more. I get INFJ now more. Maybe that's just because I've grown into myself more. And we don't know. I mean, yours is in... She put a thing in the group chat, but it's been a while.
Yes.
So, I don't know.
Okay,
I guess
I get to give her an updated one.
I'll throw it in here if it was different or if it was the same. I'll put like a little text box. I'll embarrass him. Just kidding.
Why? What's embarrassing about
I don't
growing?
know. Okay, so yeah, I guess that's it. Thank you for watching.
Thanks for watching.
And hit that like button, comment, subscribe, share
Maybe
it
the
with
bell.
your friends. Yeah. Thank you for watching. Bye.
Bye.